I grew up worshipping Tom and Jerry. Absolutely loved Tom and Jerry cartoons. I was quite surprised though to see that Mouse Trouble won the Oscar for Best Animated Short in 1944. Not because it's a bad cartoon, it's really brilliant. The animation quality is great, the editing is great, it's very high paced, quite comedic. But for me, it didn't feel that captivating. But then I have to take myself out of it and think that this, being one of the earliest Tom and Jerry cartoons, was apparently the 17th short produced by Fred Quimby for Hanna-Barbera. I guess at the time it would have been quite exciting and quite thrilling, whereas a lot of the Tom and Jerry cartoons after this, pretty much the same. But to watch it, there isn't anything fundamentally wrong with it, so I can see certainly why it was nominated. The description, the first paragraph from Wikipedia sums it up quite nicely. Set your expectations. This is as follows. After the postman puts a gift into Tom's mailbox, Tom opens the box and finds a book on how to catch mice, named How to Catch a Mouse and released by Random Mouse, which is obviously a parody on Random House. And for the rest of the cartoon, he takes this advice to attempt to catch Jerry. And over the 7 minutes that follow, Tom is chasing Jerry around the house, trying to capture him and injure him and, quite frankly, kill him, I guess, in some pretty insane situations. It does get very violent, which is something that I know some people have an issue with. Cartoons today still use violence, TNT and dynamite, and I know some people have an issue with that, but I don't think that many children would look at it and think that they're going to blow up a mouse using dynamite. Hopefully that's the case. Anyway, certainly I never thought that. I had cats and I loved my cats. It's good fun in that respect. It gets quite dramatic. It doesn't hold back. So if this is one of the first Tom and Jerry cartoons that a child saw, it would be quite, jaw-dropping, eye-opening. Wow, look at what that cat is doing to that mouse. And indeed in return, because we know that Jerry gives as good as he gets when it comes to Tom. And that's something that is pretty great about Tom and Jerry, because even though Tom is the cat, Jerry is more intelligent. He may be smaller, but he knows how to get one over on him. It's fun. It's good fun. It's pretty classic for Tom and Jerry for what we expect nowadays. As I said, I don't think it should have won. Not because it was particularly terrible or anything. It absolutely wasn't the case. But that year there were quite a few strong nominees. With regards to which one I actually think should have won. To be honest, none of them really stood out for me as being that amazing, but if I had to pick one, I'd say Spooner Crooner, maybe How to Play Football. But it's still good, not a bad film at all. If you like Tom and Jerry and want to see what Tom and Jerry in the 40s was like, Mouse Trouble is certainly a pretty good one to go with.